Hello and welcome back to some more Blood Bowl 2 Mayhem. It's going to be between the Dark Elves and brand new race to the game, good old Nurgle's Rotters. So yes, basically based on the, well, I was going to say on Nurgle from Warhammer 40k, but I guess that's actually really based on Nurgle from, I guess, the original Warhammer, so there you go. Basically, Fiends of Death and Decay, essentially. They've got a rather bizarre array of abilities, skills, whatever. And yeah, the players are not much to look at, but yeah, they've got some interesting supporting abilities, plenty of, what was it? I think that is Foul Presence, Disturbing Presence, and Foul Appearance on the Nurgle Warriors and on their little beastie. And yeah, they've also got Pestigores, which are basically fatter, uglier versions of the Beastmen from Chaos, right here in fact. Very similar indeed. And yeah, they've also got zombies simply called Rotters. Maybe they're not actual zombies, they look like zombies to me. So, and of course the Dark Elves, we've seen them before. So yeah, just having a look at a game that's in progress right now. As you can see, yeah, it's actually played through until partially in the into the second half. We're just starting from the beginning. Very nice feature of the game, actually. The fact that we can join it live, but still rewinds to an earlier point. So yes, it's still not. I mean, at the time when I actually had resumed it, oh, what do you know? Or rather, started playing so-called replay, I guess you'd say. It still wasn't entirely clear who could actually win it, so it's a pretty good time to join it, I dare say. And yeah, as you can see, the Dark Elf team here has got a little bit more development than the Nurgle team, but what the hell, I mean, Nurgle team managed to secure the ball. They've got their, god, that sounds disgusting. They've got their cage forming and everything. They've got the Pestigores, 2 Pestigores, I think, and only started out with 2 rerolls, 2 bribes, really? Did I miss something? Wait a minute. Okay, well, okay, that's right, but the other team does have a ridiculously high TV compared to the Nurgle team, but it's not really sure if I agree with 2 bribes though, but why not, I guess. But yes, anyway, looking at the Dark Elf team, so we got blodgers, guys with extra agility, armor, loads of agility, bit of guard, dodging, and they got a blitzer with catch and dodge, intended as a receiver, because I don't actually have a dedicated catcher player. And the runner has pass, so a bit of an odd mixture of players. It's almost like they're just trying to play as regular High Elves, rather than as Dark Elves, with that sort of setup of sort of catcher and sort of thrower. I mean, it can work. I guess they could be treated as a bashier form of High Elves. It's not something you see too often. And there is a knockout. Very nicely done. So back onto the Nurgle team. Pretty much, actually no, I'm pretty sure all their players have actually got a thing called Nurgle's Rot, which we can just go to it. Yeah, basically, yeah. Kills an opponent during a block, blitz, or foul action. Infected opponent becomes a new rookie rotter. Strength cannot exceed 4. And they cannot have decay, regeneration, or stunty skills. So it's a bit like a somewhat more extreme version of the Necromancer. That's the Necromantic and Undead teams get, but that's sort of balanced out by how expensive all the players are, except for the actual rotters themselves, and they've got freaking decay, a negative trait, which, yeah, as you can see, makes them more prone to injuries. So, yeah, I mean, their easier access to additional rotters is kind of negated, ouch, is kind of negated by their rotters being a bit more fragile. And there goes the Beast of Nurgle. From what I've read, it's a very, very good big guy, one of the best in the game, and yeah, its stats are pretty good. Armor value 9, always love to see that in a big guy, but it's also got foul appearance on top of that, just to make him that much harder to hit. Disturbing presence, and yeah, various other abilities. So very good supporting big guy as well. Unfortunately, they are... yeah, Nurgle team is having a bit of a hard time, but they're still managing to get through it though. God, these pestigores, though. They have to make them look so fat. I mean, really, look at that. It's just a sick little gut just hanging out like that. Now, what can you do? In the case, Dark Elves giving the Nurgle team a run for their money, managing to knock out the Beast of Nurgle. Not much more than that. He could potentially come back as well. I mean, apart from the 2 bribes, they probably got 1 or 2 Bloodwiser babes as well to help him recover. We shall see though. But and yeah, Dark Elf player getting a couple of knockouts as well. There. Well, let's see if they can make a successful defense happen. That was a tiny bit risky, but it paid off. Nicely done. Oh, never mind, this Pestigore has actually got a block on him. Well, good for him. So yes, I suppose one could think of... one could think of the Nurgle team as a more putrid version of Chaos, in some ways anyway. And they don't get up the Apothecary either. They just can't get it. Sucks, but what can you do? Yeah, otherwise an interesting team. I was thinking of actually playing them and recording at the same time myself, but I thought, screw it, let's just okay. Let's just see how others play them first, and yep, thus we are here. Interesting move using oh, down he goes. Using their runner slash thrower to foul a Nurgle warrior. And he's got an extra skill in him as well. I didn't really agree. I wouldn't really do that myself, that's for sure. I mean, I might do it with a regular lineman, but not with a positional, and without a bribe, and with a freaking positional who's already got an extra skill, who clearly is meant to synergize with this blitzer here. It's, yeah, I mean, yeah, could have been worse, I suppose. And ouch, yeah. Comes some more fouls everywhere. I think this is going to be a very foul-heavy game by the looks of things. Oh, and he's got Dirty Player actually. So yeah, they actually have a few level ups on the Nurgle team, which I kind of missed. So Dirty Player and Rodder and all that. Given how cheap they are, they're only 40. God, they're only 40k. Yeah, only 40k in terms of cost. Oh, down he goes. Yeah, they're very good for fouling, kind of like the Bretonian linemen, or I guess the zombies slash skeletons of undead and necromantic guys. On top of that, they get armor value 8, so yeah, pretty damn good for that cost. Unfortunately, they also get decay, but one can't have it all, I suppose. But yeah, overall pretty damn good. Although no one really gets skeletons when it comes to the undead team anyway. I mean, well, actually, some people do, but from what I've read, that's not a particularly good idea to get skeletons. They just, yeah, you get a little bit extra speed for. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, it's not too shabby. Bit of extra speed, but you lose 1 armor value for that. Nah, in my opinion, it's not really worth it. I suppose they do get thick skull as well, but nah, I'd rather do a better job preventing the armor break from happening in the first place. Obviously, not as effective against guys with claw, but what the hell? It's only 1 extra armor value, so yes. Anyway, that's enough of the. Oh man, their dodges not working out too well. Anyway, that's enough of the undead team. I mean, enough about the undead team, which is not actually being featured in this match anyway. Let's focus a bit more on what's happening here. And yeah, as you can see, Dark Elves failing to yeah, make a few dodges here and there. Very wisely not re-rolling though, wanting to keep that 1 re-roll for something especially critical. What will that be? I don't know. I just have to wait and see, I guess. Should these things? Oh, that's right. Pestigores have got 6 movement allowance. Yeah, very similar to the Beastmen. But yeah, they've got regeneration and good old Nurgle's Rot. Very yucky looking symbol indeed, I think you'll concur. So what are they doing now? Just running them around? Well, makes sense. Yeah, it's rather bizarre to see so many players of these supporting abilities of disturbing presence and foul appearance. Not bad. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to make a GFI and... He didn't have to make a GFI? Oh, wait a minute. How much? Really? They actually get... Oh, they get 5 movements. Okay. Well, there you go. Not a bad deal, provided that they don't get an injury, because then it can get pretty bad. And so there you go. Oh, and gotta love that foul appearance stuff. Well, there you go. Guessing he was just trying to blitz with the guy who had block on him. So, yeah, I mean, this did cause a turnover anyway, so no biggie. They're just trying to do everything they can to, yeah, just force the cage back. Not succeeding particularly well. I foresee this Pestigore scoring very shortly, unless... Actually, they're going to have to be careful though. 2, 3, 4, 5... Yep. Okay, they'll have to be very careful though. The Dark Elves do still have a reroll, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a blitz. Yeah, the Dark Elves can still make it a bit difficult for Nurgle's Rotters. But still, nicely done so far. Guessing just trying to hit them where possible, and yeah, just lining, well, basically man marking each of their guys. Not really following up there for some reason. Interesting. Oh, in order to be able to use a dirty player. Because why not, eh? Why not? It's always a good time to fail. And they do have an extra rotter anyway. I don't think he came from the enemy team. No, he didn't. A shame how the Beast of Nurgle is down, but that's what can you do. And wow, they even failed their GFI. Okay, that's why they went there, to stop them from running around without having to blitz. Which they certainly can do anyway. I mean, they've got Nurgle Warrior, they've got Pestigore who gets horns, just like, wow. Indeed. Just like the Beastmen, so yeah, I mean, they can get through the screen pretty easily. Especially since it's just a partial screen. Do they have one block that have him? Let's see, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Honestly, they don't even have to bother with this screen. They might as well, actually. Or they could just use the guy with block, actually. The safest thing to do, and that is that. He is out of here. Bam. All they have to do is just score, and yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. I was afraid that they might actually go for a foul, but now's probably not the time, even with the bribe. But there you go, touchdown. Same victory animation. Well, I guess they are pretty similar to the Beastmen. Probably using the same model, actually, just modified a bit. Now, what the hell, I mean, they look suitably gross. And back up comes the Beast of Nurgle. Not hyper kawaii, but I guess he gets the job done. I mean, look at all these freaking supporting abilities. So he actually is leveled up, so he got guard as an extra, but yeah, I mean, that starts off with disturbing presence, tentacles, foul appearance. Incredible. Also, he's got mighty blow, of course. And really stupid, which kind of sucks, but given his supporting abilities, especially tentacles and foul appearance, but disturbing presence actually, in particular, he's, yes, massive pain in the ass, especially for teams that rely on passing and catching, like Elven teams. Anyway, brilliant coaching, huzzah for that, and out it goes. Oh, or not. Wow, that was lucky. God damn. I think that did a good job with the ugliness. Scoops up the ball of E's indeed. Oh, okay, I thought they would have sent someone a bit closer here to make the pass a bit easier, but there you go, it still worked out, and that is that. Wow, why didn't they blitz? I mean, really, they had guys who could freaking blitz there. Ah well, whatever. Nice pass, I suppose, but honestly, they should just try to go for blitz at the very least. So there you go, a couple of knockouts coming back. They might just be able to score an equaliser, maybe even pull ahead actually, if they score early enough and somehow manage to get the ball from these rotting bastards. I doubt it though. I mean, especially to get the ball away from them with all these disturbing presence players, it's not going to be easy. There you go. I'll just skip that. Oh yes, 3-1 and 3-1 as well. They still got a bribe. Wait a minute, did they? Wait a minute, did they actually use a bribe? I guess they did. Oh, actually, I think that was when they knocked out one of these other players. Oh, bits of mighty blow, what to think. Well, there you go. And very nice managing to pick it up. Do they have their receiver? Yes, they do. So if... Oh. Okay. So I guess if, yeah. If they can't barrel their way through, these bastards, they might be able to use a bit of elven finesse, perhaps. Interesting. And that is that. Ouch. Oh well, thank God they've got an extra couple of rerolls. A little bit of a risky move, but oh, there you go. Fancy killing off the well, I'm assuming these guys are meant to be dead already. The undead, should I say. Yeah, no regenerate for you. Oh man, what to think? Oh, and that was actually their dirty player as well. Brilliant. And oh, she actually handed it back. Oh, okay. Because I was wondering, yeah, why pass it to someone who doesn't have freaking pass on them? Interesting. Guessing they moved their players back. Nope. Well, there you go. That's really stupid for you. I'm guessing they moved them back because they didn't want to be in the radii of the disturbing presence guys, maybe. I mean, they can just move forward, apart from the Beast of Nurgle, I guess. Actually, just having a look, it looks like... hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure that his... yeah, I think he's still broadcasting his disturbing presence, even though he's got the really stupid effect on. That comes in handy, doesn't it? Okay. Don't really move, so... yes. Okay, so it doesn't say anything about the disturbing presence, which I'm assuming will work anyway. Actually, look at that, it even works while they're prone or stunned. Very nice. And another foul, ouch, and there goes the last bribe. Thankfully the referees accepted both of them. Okay, well I guess they were kind of worth it. Man, what the hell, I mean they did help with getting rid of the some of the Dark Elf positional players in particular. Nicely done. That is that though. I mean they could still keep fouling anyway. Okay, granted one of the guys is dead. They still got Rotter here, I'm pretty sure that still makes up 11. Yeah, that was a spare. So they got a full team still once he gets sent back in, and I don't think the Dark Elf team had any subs, or maybe they had one actually, I didn't quite notice at the beginning. But anyway, we shall see what happens. The makeshift catcher is all the way towards the top left. Huh, interesting. I mean, he could very easily get overwhelmed and destroyed, or at least blocked anyway, not necessarily destroyed. But lo and behold, we do have a couple more receivers as well, so it's going to make things a bit more challenging for the Nurgle team. Let's see what they'll do. Wow. Look at them go. Ah yes, good old tentacles. So how many moves does he get? 4. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was enough. So yep, that is going to make things a little bit more challenging, to say the least. It's just too bad that they put them together like this. They can both be affected by tentacles pretty easily, but what can you do? Not actually going to blitz him. Where's the guy? Oh, there's the guy of block. Pestigore. So he's probably going to blitz maybe the Witch Elf? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, yep, he's going to blitz the Witch Elf, I thought so. Well, it makes sense, she's got armor value 7 as well. And didn't actually follow that up, interestingly enough. Huh. Wants to give her a chance to run away, maybe. Or maybe he just didn't want to get any further down because this guy's probably going to pass and do some elfy crap as they normally do. Probably, I don't know. It's... wow, okay. Well, there we go, one receiver. A little bit too far for the... oh, that's right, jump up, forgot about that. A little bit far for the thrower, I think, but it's something, and wow, down he goes. Sucks to be him. Witch Elf just doing it for herself, so to speak. Guessing they're going to get him up, yep, and not sure what they're going to do with him though. What about the thrower, this slash runner? No, they're just going to keep him back. Huh, unfortunately though, the... oh, well, there you go, that actually worked out nicely. The Nurgle team does have some decent foul presence coverage around the field, so they just need to move a couple of guys up, and yeah, these guys will not be able to catch quite as effectively. No, they do still have agility 4. Oh, and down he goes. So it's not too bad really, but it definitely does make it a pain in the ass. And the thing is that disturbing presence thingy is applied for each player, and that's broadcasting it. So, get 2 on them, and they're basically reduced down to agility 2 in terms of catching, receiving, and passing. So, sucks to be them to say the least. Interesting place to move the beast of Nurgle. God damn, he is slow. And we're really stupid, that is kind of annoying. But oh well. Gotta balance him out somehow, I guess. Given the good things I've heard about that monstrosity. Actually, where's the guy with tackle? With block, should I say? Oh, right, he's right, yeah. Okay. And we're going to blitz with another Pestilor. Why not? He could have used the reroll. I can see why he decided to hold off. I suppose it wasn't too necessary anyway, because he still had the Nurgle warriors to act as living walls, or undead walls as it were. Yeah, this is going to be a bit tricky for the Dark Elf team to get through, especially with all that disturbing presence. So very good spread by the Nurgle team, I'll say that much, by Blob's skills team. It's a good coach, mate. Yes. Oh my god, are you serious? Wow. Talk about a desperate pass. Not sure enough to catch, indeed. Oh dear, 1, 2... oh, but wait, he'll probably want to, to get someone next to him. 3, 4... oh, that's a shame. He's actually going to re-roll that, I wonder. Nope, he's not that desperate. Alright. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4... they've only got 4 movement allowance. Yeah, that can still work, though. Oh, that was a bit risky, but actually paid off. I suppose he's got the rerolls for it, but still. So who's he? Okay, I guess he's just going to blitz with one of the pesticles then. Okay, down he goes. Okay. Oh, yeah, he's going to blitz for that one, of course. Very nice. Didn't actually follow it up. I guess he wants to use him as a... oh no, he's just going to use him as support. Well, makes sense, I guess. So they're going to have to watch out though. I mean, could still see the Dark Elves just send the 2 players back and then just blitz him, get the ball back. We shall see, won't we? And back he goes. Probably should have moved this guy before doing anything else, but there you go. Okay, a bit more defense, and okay, maybe they shouldn't have done that if they're going to do a GFI. Ouch, that sucks. And he's stunned, of course. Oh well, what can you do? Man, those rotters. Okay, why... oh. Oh, that's amusing. Oh, and the Nurgle Warriors only get agility 2 compared to agility 3 of the Chaos Warriors. Still, I'm not... really, why didn't he go put the... just alignment? Oh yeah, because it doesn't have block, of course. I don't know why I didn't just put the lineman there and use him as a... as an assist, so they more assuredly be able to actually get the ball off of the Pestigor. Maybe they were hoping the ball would go around here somewhere, then they'd pick it up. I suppose that was possible. Yes. And that is that. Wow, another death. They are just wreaking havoc on this undead team. Look at that, another rotter. Permanently dead. For all time. Incredible, simply incredible. My god, they should have made that thing a bit faster actually, but whatever, it's all good. Let's see. Oh, that's right, this is in their actual half of the pitch as well. I don't know if I mentioned that before. And okay, interesting, actually blitzing with him. Okay. Wanted to get the assist there, I guess. And why are they not blocking the ball carrier first? They should at least do that so they can get one of these bastards off of them without doing anything else. Oh, and that is that. He is dodging away. Outstanding. Still, he's in a bit of trouble, but it's not too bad really because he's a strength 4 guy. And the Dark Elf team is really failing quite a few dodges. Although to be fair, that one was dodging into another tackle zone, so yes, ouch. 1 in 9 chance of failing with the reroll though. So sucks to be them. Definitely taking a few risky dodges here and there. And let's see. Bam. Bam. Actually no, they can just, yeah, just do that actually. That'd be a bit more safer, to say the least. I'm not sure why they went for that. Would have actually pushed him up there, but there you go. Interesting enough, he's got block here, and yet he's not actually blocking with him. Interesting, interesting. Oh, he's planning to defend, I guess. A little bit close to this guy, but to be fair, he's going to be up against the big guy and, yeah, Nurgle warrior as well. They kind of do look a bit similar to each other. I guess this guy looks a bit beefier. And down he goes. Too bad Mighty Blow didn't do too much there. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess I do have agility free after all. Yeah. Going to be using him as a makeshift receiver. It's going to be a bit risky though, only having 1 reroll and all that, and no ball handling ability on anyone. But we'll see how it works out. I mean, really, all they have to do at this point is just defend a couple of turns, and that's it. The game is theirs. Okay, didn't have to dodge like that, could have just dodged like that and gone that way. Unnecessarily took a risk there. It's these sorts of little things that add up, really, over the course of a Blood Bowl match. You gotta watch out for them, because it is, after all, about risk management, is it or not? You want to minimise your freaking risk. Not that they're going to actually do a foul there for some reason. That wouldn't make much sense, but you never know. And back you go. Interesting. So they do have a potential receiver here if they can somehow get the ball. Although the problem is though that this disturbing presence thing applies to catching, including handovers, handoffs, should I say, which we will probably not be seeing anyway. So yeah. All right, now let's have a look. Just F, come on, and catch, pass, intercept, or catch, and doesn't actually say it's there, but yeah, I'm pretty certain that it's the same for a handoff because they're technically still catching it. Okay, there we go. Nicely done, Nurgle. Unfortunately, though, they're still trapped in their little cage, but yeah, it could be worse. Wow. Nicely done, Rotter. Interesting little attack animation they have. Okay, 1 turn, can they make it happen? They've got 1 guy. There's a receiver, actually a couple of guys who could act as potential receivers, but only one of them has catch. That guy there actually, oops. Can they get the ball? Probably not. In fact, yeah, they seem to have abandoned all hope of actually doing that. Just going for blocks now. Well, there we go. Nicely defended Nurgle's Rotters, if I do say so. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Well, I'll be damned. incredible. Such a shame they weren't able to pick up the ball though. Still, it was a valiant effort. Oh my god, are you serious? Wow. What a shame they didn't have a reroll. That might have actually worked. I mean, it would have still had to take a few more risks dodging out of there and handing it off while he was in the presence of disturbing presence guys, but still, not bad. In fact, they actually might be able to score again. It's a bit of a long shot. It's a bit of a shame how they followed this up though. That's what can you do. Even if they didn't, they probably would have marked them anyway, just in case. And that's that. They don't even bother to do anything more. I would have done a few more blocks myself, but there you go. Well, that's the Nurgle's Rotters team for you. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. So it's been looking good. Well, actually, a bit more being received for Dark Elves, but still, nicely done both teams. So 2 passes, 2 successful catches, and those were just ones mostly done for fun, really. So more blocks succeeded by the Nurgle guys, of course. 3 KOs, 1 injury. 1 KO, 2 injuries, 2 kills. They got a bit lucky with those kills, actually. But otherwise, I think it just came down to the Dark Elves taking more risks than they really needed to. And especially going those passes. I mean, it's nice to build up the SPP. Maybe that's all they were planning to do, I don't know. But yeah, you generally don't want to do that unless if you're well ahead already. But I mean, that extra stuff didn't really matter that much anyway. It's more or less succeeded. But yeah, the GFIs, the unnecessarily bad dodges, yeah, could have all been tightened up a bit. But there you go. Hopefully you've enjoyed that, and I shall see you all next time.